Let's talk a bit about email because Wanjuru said, I really need to be better with my email. I'm so haphazard with sending emails. I really ought to batch monthly emails so they feel consistent in their messaging. I like the idea of batching, but I also just want to say you don't have to be consistent like in messaging. You can,
Messaging.
yes, something with, I know what you're thinking, but you don't have to be consistent in messaging. Maybe you can have a monthly theme that you're taking people on and you send one email each week and you're like, okay, next week I want to focus on this. And you kind of take them on there. But I don't want folks to overthink messaging and things should flow and stuff like that. Another approach could be an editorial style email where you do a roundup. Again, I will forever go back to food bloggers because they are the pioneers. It's like they will send you seasonal recipes. They will send you holiday themed recipes. You know, we just got out of Easter for those who celebrate. You know, I was getting all the Easter things. There was also Ramadan, you know, they're sending the Ramadan things, you know, all these different seasons. You can take that approach, or you can do an editorial approach where in spring, so you know, spring cleaning, resets, just, you know, you can come up with themes, but don't feel like you need to flow. I also think
Yeah.
people like when they get something different. When it needs to flow is when you're taking them on a journey, like we said, a 3-day
Workflow
reset,
assignment. Mhm.
this meditation thing, and so on. I think
Yeah.
themes are
And
good.
also, I think when you're planning out your email content, don't think you have to overload. Because I know when we say roundup, it can feel like you have to now load that email like some food bloggers do with like 10 and 15 links. Actually, 1, 2 links is more than enough. 3, if you're
Three
really pushing
max.
it, max,
Three max.
because
Yeah.
you have to think of the emails that you send to people, especially if, I mean, I don't know what your consistency is, but if you're sending more than one email to your list, like maybe you're sending 2 emails per week, you don't want your emails to be something that people are going to be thinking, oh my God, I need to set aside half an hour to go through this email so I can click on all the links, because then people are not going to open. But if they know that when they see an email from you is a quick hit and it's just I open, it's a short email, there's one link, I can go and like browse and quickly see what they send, then they'll be more likely to open as well.
Yep, absolutely. Wanjuru also said, yes, a theme sounds better because the issue right now is that I find email boring and uninspiring. I just do it because I know I'm supposed to. See, when I saw your message about email, the first thing I thought is every content creator needs 2 things at the bare minimum. One, they need a blog because, well, what do we say over here? Platform ownership. So they need a blog, but they also need an email list. Obviously, we all know
That
why.
is also ownership of your list, because
That
you
is
can now
also
take that
that's
list
also
wherever you go.
yeah, perfect. So the thing with emails, and as a person, I've been sending an email since 2019. I used to send an email every Friday. Never missed a Friday. I'm sure you all have heard me say, I live in Florida, so whether it be a hurricane or something crazy, it was Christmas on a Friday already, I am still sending the email. I think if you get I took mine down, but if you have like the annual wall calendar with the 1, 2, 3 by 4, and you just pick one day a week to start,
Mhm.
and you just look at the calendar and you're like, okay, it's January. What kind of vibes are people in? New year, new vibes. It's
Mhm.
February. What kind of vibes are they in? Valentine's Day, blah, blah, blah. March, spring, Easter, you know, all the other holidays, whatever. Depending on your content, you might also be posting tax content for the Americans. Summer is coming up, what kind of vibe? I think if you just start with vibe, which is how I started, then you know you will really kind of get into a groove there with email.
Yeah.
Missy was asking, how do you guys ensure emails stay in people's inbox and not spam or some other tab? Every time I subscribe to someone, it sits in the promotions tab.
Well, one thing is use very little images. The
Mhm.
more your email looks like a newsletter, the more likely it is to land in spam. So I know it's not as appealing visually, but keep it simple as if you're writing an email to somebody. Like the more simple it is, the less it's going to get caught by spam. That's one thing.
Yes, definitely keep your images low. And as a person who started downloading Canva
Listen,
graphic headers, downloading
I used to
images,
put a lot.
the only image that is in my email today is my face. Like, hi, so they remember I'm a real person. No, for real. Get rid of all the images as best you can. You can have
Yeah,
your name, aka your logo, at the top,
right.
and then a picture of your
Your
face
picture at the bottom.
at the
That's enough.
bottom. Okay, that is the only thing. Swap out your face picture every so often. I need to do that. I'm saying it out loud so I can remember to do that. But swap that out every so often. Text and keep it minimal. I also think it's very important. And we actually dropped a video on Friday. So after the live, go watch that where we talk about emails and purging emails. And we talk about that over there.
Leave your subscribers.
Deleting subscribe. Listen, go watch that video after the live. But what I will say to what Francesca said, reduce your images.
Yeah.
Keep your email short and cute because ain't nobody have time anymore. They skim. But the most important way to ensure, going back to the questions, that they don't end in the promotions tab, you have to have a very strict onboarding process. In summary, when someone signs up for your email, odds are they probably signed up because they wanted something free, or maybe they signed up because they wanted your email. For real. Like they're like, oh yeah, I like this person. I want to get their emails. When they sign up, if you can get them to do an action when they sign up at the moment when they're excited and they got this one thing, tell them to hit reply and tell you something. So for example, I will say to you, if you are signing up to my email for recipes, I would say, oh, tell me what's your favorite ingredient so I can make recipes around that. Or if you're travel, what's your favorite travel destination? If you are lifestyle, which I know Missy's lifestyle, what is your favorite nail polish color? You know what I mean? Whatever the entry point, if it was a color wheel, to ask them to tell you what's your favorite color so you can create more content for them. That is a great way to kind of, how do I say it? The email system will know, okay, no, this is someone for real, for real. Another thing we need to do as content creators is make it easy for people to unsubscribe. Make that the largest thing at the bottom of your email, because the more people don't open your email, then the email service providers are going to be like, oi, people don't want this. This is not important. So they put it in the promotions, they put it in the spam, they put it in the junk, wherever. So I think we need to be ruthless. We talk about how we're ruthless in that video. So definitely go check
and
that.
Include that question that Victoria said I include that a question in every single email so that I do get replies. So that is standard in every single email I send.
I am very, 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 very serious about that. I've also seen content creators tell people, hey, put me in your main inbox. That help. Like you have to talk to the peoples, either get them to reply or tell them to do the action. Yeah, Wanjiru. Yes, Missy Aliyah Gromit said that you need to drag and drop the email into the primary tab, and from then on, emails will be shown in the main inbox. Maybe you could ask the audience to do that. Yes, exactly. We need to direct the peoples. Say it nice and cute. Hey guys, so I don't end up in your spam. Put me in your main inbox, primary inbox. Add me to a contact. What I also do is I click here to add me to your contact list so you can show up. We all have to engage people, but also be okay if people just wanted the free thing and they are gone. Again, make it easy for them to leave, because I actually think that
you don't need to hold them hostage.
Don't hold them hostage. Don't do it. It actually hurts your email credibility as time goes on.